Today we are looking at the Elgato HD60 Pro. Now today's video isn't to go in depth about it, specifications and things like that. I will put that up on screen for everyone to view. Basically today's video will be a quick overview on how to record your PS4 and your PS4 Pro gameplay through the Elgato HD60 Pro capture card to YouTube or Twitch. Once you have installed the device into your computer, you'll need to head to the Elgato website to install their software for the device to work properly. You have your device installed and the software downloaded, you're supposed to see a blue light on the Elgato capture card that you've installed. However, mine does not function, and at first I thought it was broken. However, it does still work. So if your Elgato light does not come up, don't worry, it probably still works. I'm not quite sure what the deal is, but there's no need to worry. You'll see here on the back of the Elgato capture card, and I plan to run this video multiple times so we know what we're looking at here. You have an in and an out. The in and the out both will have an HDMI run to it. The Elgato capture card is acting as a pass-through between your PlayStation and your TV. For the in HDMI section of your Elgato capture card, you are wanting to run your PlayStation 4 into this because it is an input. Your output or your out will be the HDMI cable that runs from your Elgato capture card to your TV. One thing to note that I actually had trouble with during the initial setup, and it took me a while to troubleshoot it, is to make sure you navigate to your settings and your system settings on your PS4 and disable HDCP, as this somehow interferes with the software once you get it going. Your next step in this process is just going to be turning on your PS4 and turning on your TV. And you also have to make sure that your computer is actually turned on. Now, you do not have to run the Elgato software that you just downloaded to make it run. Typically, they just want it installed onto your system. If, for whatever reason, you are not getting signal to your TV while your PS4 and computer are both on, just make sure that you have not swapped the HDMI cables accidentally in the back and have them plugged in wrong. This is very easily done. You also want to make sure that the input you have on your TV matches the HDMI slot. So for instance, if you have it in HDMI 1, you want to ensure that your TV or monitor that you're using is also set to that. The next item that a lot of people seem to be missing, and it took me a while to figure this one out, was you actually need an Elgato chat link. So your audio, while you're wearing a headset, can come through if you plan on doing any type of streaming or recording. It is very, very important that you get the chat link. In the fine print, it tells you you need one of these, but typically a lot of people, myself included, are very guilty of not reading the fine print. So I'm going to provide a picture on screen that you can see of the item that you're going to need to purchase alongside of the Elgato HD60 Pro capture card. But you also need this device possibly with other Elgato capture cards. Your next step is to take the Elgato chat link cable and plug it into your line in of your motherboard. Now, I apologize that this video is a little bit shaky. The angle in which to get a shot of the back of my computer is a bit tricky. However, I am going to provide also a picture of the back of my motherboard to show you where I am plugging this device in at. Now, you want to plug it into your line-in audio of your motherboard. I do believe you might be able to get away with it if you plug it into your mic in or other audio slots. However, we are wanting to use those for a PC microphone, so you definitely want to plug this into your line-in port of your motherboard. The item you want to be careful with is there are actually two 3.5mm jacks on this Elgato chat link. The chat link 3.5 that you're wanting to use is going to be on the long end of the chat link. So you're not wanting to use the 3.5 jack that is on the short end. And what I mean by the short end is the end that also has a 3.5 connector, because that's what you'll be using to plug your headset into. And then that 3.5 will actually be plugging straight into your PS4 controller. What we are going to do now is plug the Elgato chat link. After you have plugged it into your line-in of your PC, we are going to plug it into your controller. And then we are going to plug a headset into the 3.5mm receptor that is currently open. I'm going to run this frame back a few times just to show you exactly how and where I'm plugging it into. Our next step, if you plan on streaming or really recording any type of your gameplay, the headset microphone will not be recorded or show up during a live stream. This is why you are going to require a separate microphone plugged directly into your PC if you want this to happen. There are no workarounds, and if you want your voice to be heard over stream or while creating a video while using the Elgato HD60 Pro, you must have a microphone plugged into your computer directly. Any USB or XLR to 3.5mm microphones can be used on your computer. I'm going to place an image on screen by what I mean by XLR. I'd actually never heard of this until I looked into streaming and making videos. It is just a bigger connector that allows more power to pass through. You want to ensure that when you're both plugging your chat link in and any type of PC microphone, that you are utilizing the back of your computer's motherboard. I would not suggest using the ports on the front of your computer. Beware that some PC microphones will utilize a phantom box or other sorts of power due to them just needing that extra oomph. The PC microphone that I have does not require any power, and it only gets powered through the 3.5mm jack into your PC. However, this one does have the ability to plug straight into a phantom power and then into your computer. So this is what I'm utilizing for this microphone to give it a little more power and a little more oomph so it's not so flat. The current microphone I am using connects via XLR to the back of the microphone and then runs into the phantom power through XLR. You then run out XLR to your PC into 3.5mm jack, and this goes into your motherboard into your mic in slot. One thing to note, some of these power supplies for the PC microphones actually have a power on and power off. I've been guilty many times of not turning it on and trying to diagnose what the problem is and why I cannot get audio. So you always want to check this just to ensure it's on. Once you finish with all of these steps in this video, you should be good to go ahead and start up a stream or just start recording video straight from your PS4. Typically, you'll want to use a program like Streamlabs OBS, a lot of people use. But with that, that's the video. I'll end it on a portion of a live stream I've done, and you can hear the mic and the Elgato and the chat link all together running as one. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I made this for a lot of people out there that were like me, trying to break into the streaming and video recording scene. I've stumbled and run into a lot of issues when I was first trying to get it going. I personally wish I would have had this type of video to go by when I was first setting it up. So I hope it's really helped you guys. And explain it quickly and in such a way that it really just helps you get out there and get streaming quicker. So if you liked it, please like it, the video, share it with anybody who's really needing this information as well, and subscribe for hopefully more videos like this, as well as live streams and just all sorts of other funny videos. Oh, she tried, she thought.
Where'd they go?
She must have.
I'm going up.
This person is literally one hit. Get him with a big axe!
God damn it! Oh no!
I couldn't jump over a bush.
Jesus.
Oh, whoever just killed that was a nice snipe. Good job.
Oh my god. That person was running from me.
Yee!
How did Dalton die?
This bitch got him.
Yeah.
Where is he?
I got him.
Where you at? Oh.
Where is this darn Caitlin?
I've got to put a
Jesus.
fire down here.
I've got some minis for you.
I have a slurp. I have a slurp for you.
How in the fuck did they...
I'm dropping down.
All of a sudden there's
Here you
15
go.
dudes on him.
I know, they were everywhere. I heard them all on the roof. Another guy. I got more bogeys. 2 of them. They're trying to pickaxe me.
Bring him down the
Oh,
road.
man.
Here they come. Here they come.
Ready, build?
I hit one for 80.
Ready, build?
I hit another one for 80.
Got him.
Nice, nice.
I'm chasing after this guy.
Yeah, that guy don't have a weapon. Oh,
Where is he?
nice. Oh, they do have a weapon. Why weren't they shooting?
Why didn't they try to
I
trap?
think-
That would have been
I
better.
think because we killed
Oh,
their
they-
other friend, they're like, let's not even try.